Hi, we're here today with Raisha Cartagena, who we've done some video projects with in the past. And Raisha, thank you for being here. Could you tell us a little about your background and what you do and so on?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Rick, for having me. I am a development and communications professional, and I've been in nonprofit for 18 years. And I've worked for a number of organizations that I've used my communication background as a former journalist and theater producer to be able to create content and messaging for our communities.
So what challenges, if you could tell us, were you facing before we came along?
Well, one of the things we have is that the cost variance of being able to find good videographers or film professionals that can kind of capture the messaging of our programming and the work that we do in the community is far and in between. In a day and age where there's a lot of technology and people want to see things in 30 seconds, we cannot do that anymore on flyers, paper, brochures, and things that we send out via email. So it's very critical for us to use the digital platforms that are available to us, but sometimes it's very costly. So being able to find production companies like Snack Pack that really support and help what we do was a blessing.
So what was the piece that we were working on, and how was that experience? And maybe you could explain the process of doing that video.
When we first came to you, Rick, I remember I came to you and your team, and my thoughts is that we were preparing for our annual gala. And my suggestion to the executive director of my organization was to be able to do a narrative content piece. And when we had discussed the work that we wanted to do, you not only provided us with some suggestions and ideas, but we worked with you to create an outline. We were able to, set up interviews with staff, children, families, and their staff and their teachers, which was a great help to us because it really showcased beautifully at our annual gala, where we had about 250 people come, and we made about $425,000 that year. We exceeded our $350,000 goal just because people were able to receive the link, the video, and then see it again at the gala, where I think people were very amazed about the work that we were doing.
So what would be, in your opinion, the difference working with us, Snack Pack Productions, compared to other video companies?
Well, working with Snack Pack, I found that it was familiar. I found that you took the time to get to know me and get to know my organization. You spent a lot of time taking care to go to the places that we needed to talk and made people feel very comfortable. We got that feedback from our staff. And what made it different than other videographers, because at times, all people would do is capture clips. They'll take some B-roll, they have some information that they have, and then it's left to us to kind of put that video together and edit that. And sometimes that's very difficult because if you don't have the expertise to do that, that really becomes a challenge for the organization. What Snack Pack did for us is that you took that weight off our shoulders and you walked us through the process in its entirety. That means from the time where we provided you with an outline, you gave us suggestions on who we should be talking to, how we can put something together, down to when we actually had to look at the framework of how we're going to edit and put the story together. It's all a timeline and it has to be succinct. And I felt that Snack Pack, you and your team were able to do that for us. You made us a part of your production team. You made us a part of making sure the process went well. So when we finally showed that final piece at our gala and sent those links out to our funders, we really did get more positive feedback. I feel you added that extra level of expertise and personal connection for us that really made a difference for our organization.
Well, one more question, Raisha. So if there was somebody out there sort of on the fence about working with us, Snack Pack Productions, what would you tell them?
Take a leap of faith. You took the time to hear our story. You took the time to figure out what direction we could go in with our suggestions. And at the end, you kind of stood with us after the fact to say, how did we do? Where are we going with this? Can we work with you again? And you know what? I think sometimes people forget that it's okay to ask someone, we would love for you to work again, but it's based on I would say, the foundation of your work. And I'm truly grateful for the end result that we have. And I would work with you again.
Can't ask for more than that. Well, thank you, Raisha, so much for being with us today.
Okay, take care. Bye-bye.